Hello Pisces, hello and welcome into your general tarot card reading for the first half of December. So this tarot card focus is going to cover the first 2 weeks. I'm going to start the reading from pulling one of those oracle cards, and the spiritual message is going to be rather a nice opener for you, Pisces. Then I'm going to pull 8 cards and another 3, and I'm going to use this Rider-Waite decks. I have quite a number of them, and I tend to use them, like mix and match, whatever feels like right at the given time. So those 8 cards are going to kind of indicate or going to suggest what the future may hold for you in the first half of December, Pisces. So voila. And then I'm going to pull another 3, and this one I'm going to suggest what to focus on, this one what to release, what to let go of, and this going to suggest the best possible way forward. And I'm going to finish this reading with additional commentary, and it's going to be one of my favorite runes. And I'm going to leave it until the very end. So, without further ado, Pisces, let's rock and roll with it. Yours believe. So what does it say? The force that works through your soul, determining what is possible or impossible, the difference between the success over failure, and above all who you are, is the power of your belief. And this is ever so true, because what we're seeking is seeking us, and we indeed were creating our own reality based on our own perception. So Pisces, Pisces. So what do we have here? We have a moon, we have a 5 of cups, we have a 9, 8. I just see one thing and I see another. We have 8 of swords over here, we have a hangman, we have ace of cups, we have the devil, we have 3 of pentacles, we have a 5 of pentacles. Pisces, what on earth? What is going on? What to focus is chariot, what to release is the world. It's just to finish, it's just to close everything. And what is the best way forward? King of Cups. Pisces, I'm not sure what's going on, but you have... It's... Because I can go and explain every single card, but the overall message is it's something that is there. You feel... You kind of go in deep to your emotions. You feel kind of disappointed. There's something that is deeply hurting you. You might not wanting, or you're unwilling, or you are currently coming to the terms of something that on emotional level makes you feel distraught, make you feel it's a massive amount of sadness and regret, and you might be going through a dark night of the soul, but equally you might be researching, looking into yourself and searching for the meaning, understanding, and you might not have because you're in that kind of emotional I don't know how to even explain this, but it's the emotions that might be running high, and you might not have a clarity here. And not necessarily people that are around you are that are willing or able to provide you with the clarity and guidance. They are just, their perception seems to be very skewed by their own experience, and actually that they're not objective, or they are not able to give you kind of clarity. So I think what is missing here, clarity. And the 8 of Swords over here, the indication is that you feel limited either by your own emotions or your expectations, that you believe that place on others. So you don't really want to kind of change the status quo, and you're willing to kind of sacrifice the way how you feel. It's all about how others they might perceive you. So it almost feels like what others say is more important than your own happiness or the perception, or you kind of feel limited by the situation, but it's not really the case. It's all about how you perceive the situation indeed. This is all about the belief, Pisces. And then we have a Hangman. So Hangman is indication you retrieving inside, you going through some kind of isolation. That might be case of relationship here. There might be a relationship with your job, with other people. There might be a relationship, or existing relationship, the new relationship. And there's a love there, but equally that the relation itself or something about this relation might be dysfunctional. There might be an issue here because there's a moon, and if you're going to think about moon is reflecting the light, and what the devil is showing. There's a lack of light in this card. Whatever he has a torch over here, so there's a lack of clarity here. And what I'm saying, it's a lack of clarity. It's emotional kind of upheaval over here. And even though there might be a love, there might be beginning, there might be the best of intentions. It's almost like reality have a tendency to take over. And might be some kind of addiction here involved, some kind of patterns of behavior. And then you have a 3 of Pentacles and you have a 5 of Pentacles. So whatever beginning you might have, you're almost like going to end up in the same place. So you might be having some kind of financial issue, so you might be bound with someone due to financial situation. You might be wanting to kind of move away, but it feels like you might have this feeling of being, I don't know how to explain this. It's just, I can hear it. I also hear banished. It's almost you feel like you're on the outskirts, like you might be losing financially due to this. You might be gaining money and losing money. This is very strange. It almost feels like you are going through kind of cycles, and basically what they say, what to focus, that they're saying you have to kind of move away, you have to come to terms with the conflict, you have to address the conflict. Equally, as you can see, it's a kind of, it's a will of, if you're going to think about the Chariot and in terms of it's the mind of the matter is the battle of the wills, and your will, your own perception can create the outcome that you want. And if you're going to think about this Chariot and those two things, they're not really moving, they're standing. So you have the two opposite sides. You might be two opposite sides of yourself, or two things that are on the two ends of the spectrum over here. And you're still moving because there's your willpower over here. That is your wanting to move on, and he's kind of moving on. There's a water behind him and there's a city, so it's all about moving away. And there might be a travel, there might be overcoming your own limitation, overcoming your own fears. By moving, there is a willpower, and willpower, it's that's what is needed for you to kind of overcome this. And it looks like moving away on your own to the degree. What's the release is the world, is to close that chapter and start the new one. It's about tidying up the loose ends and moving on. And the King of Cups is the best way forward is just taking the it almost feels like you don't have to, you whatever it is, to embrace it, take it on chain and move on, and don't really show how much this is affecting you. So it's almost like I'm hearing putting on the brave face over here. That's what's coming for Pisces. And yes, it's Urus. It's this rune is talking about if there are any blockages, if that's something that you would like to say, there's things that you would like to get off your chest, something that is not longer fitting, not longer that should be there in your life. Don't bottle up and just go with the flow, go with the change, embrace the new, go, release it. Basically, that's what's coming for, release it. Okay, Pisces, I think that was a very interesting reading. As always, it's an absolute pleasure to read for you. If this has resonated with you, please let me know by commenting, liking and subscribing. Once again, thank you for tuning. Have a great first half of December and bye for now.